10 states in the U.S. people are leaving. The United States of America is an amazing place to live in. People migrate there to live the American dream. Nevertheless, there are certain states in the U.S. people are moving out of. This migration is due to many reasons, from work-related issues, moving to be closer to family, retirement and lifestyle reasons, cost of living, to health issues. Work-related reason is one of the major reasons for outbound movement, while family is a close 7% behind it. Retirement reason is slightly up and is expected to continue rising in the coming years. Whether you just want to move to the United States or you are considering moving to a new state, you should know the states people are moving out of the most and their reasons for moving. We have therefore created this video for you to know the 10 states in the U.S. people are leaving. 10. Wisconsin. Over the years, there have been a consistent trend of people, especially younger people, leaving Wisconsin. Between 2012 and 2020, about 17,000 families headed by people under 26 left the state. About 43,000 millennials moved out between 2010 and 2018. Last year alone, more than 10,000 people moved out of Wisconsin. The pandemic, high income taxes, and the state's cold, harsh climate. A study shows that if the current migration trend continues without being checked, 130,000 workers between the ages 25 and 64 would have moved out of the state by 2030. Changes made to the work environment after the pandemic and being closer to family has also heightened emigration from the state. 9. Michigan. Michigan is home to some of the best automat. At least 58% of the migration in Michigan was outbound last year. The trend of the outbound movement of people out of the state has been since the turn of the millennium. After 2000, about 570,000 residents left the state for other states. Research also showed that those who moved out of Michigan were both old and young people. A couple of factors have caused the emigration out of Michigan. These factors include the harsh and unpredictable climate, people seeking job opportunities, retirement, cost of education, taxes, and insurance. About 33.5% moved out due to jobs, 28% moved out due to family-related reasons, 26.9% moved due to retirement. Lifestyle accounted for 16.4%, about 5.7% moved due to health, and 1.8% moved due to cost of living. 8. Indiana. Indiana is known for its multiple museums and Southern sensibilities. However, more than 12,000 families moved out of Indiana last year. Though it is well known for its low cost of living, a lot of residents have moved out to neighboring states. In the past year, 59% of movers were outbound. The reason for this is the state's taxing of retirement income, low work pay in the state, better work opportunities in other states, the need to be closer to family, search for warmer climates, and better quality of life. A lot of people moving from Indiana are settling in Florida. 7. Colorado. Colorado is known for its popular Rocky Mountains. Yet, the number of residents leaving Colorado lately has been on the rise. Last year, 12,145 families left the state. 35% moved out due to family-related reasons, 29% moved because of their job, and 21% moved due to retirement. 25% of outbound movers were in the 55 to 64 age group, while 33% were in the 65 and older age group. Colorado is well known for its high cost of living and expensive real estate prices. There have also been increasing crime rates, pollution, and traffic congestion in the state. A lot of residents who left the state moved to Texas and Arizona. 6. Washington. Washington, popularly called the Evergreen State, is one of America's wealthiest and political states. It has high life expectancy and low unemployment rate. Yet more than 13,000 families left Washington last year. Study shows that in 2022 alone, 55.5% of interstate movers left Washington. This is due to the high cost of living, regressive taxation, rising crime rates, housing crisis, and the remote/work-from-home system that have swept through the workshop since the pandemic. Most people who are fleeing Washington are going to places like Texas, Oregon, and Idaho. 5. Massachusetts. Massachusetts has a solid GDP and a robust economy, yet population decline has risen in the state in recent years. More than 15,000 households left the state last year, and over 110,000 residents have left the state since COVID began. Between July 2021 and July 2022, 57,000 more people moved out of the state than into it. Studies show that many families moved out to more suburban states for a relaxing home life. People also moved out due to the stifling cost of housing, retirement, childcare, transportation, and work-related issues. Affordability of housing have dropped drastically in the state. Before the pandemic, families with $100,000 a year income could afford to purchase about 37% of houses. Now with that income, only 12% of homes can be bought. Also, as remote jobs are on the rise and more people embrace it, residents are leaving high population density areas like Massachusetts for more quiet states. 4. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is known as the birthplace of American democracy. It is also the origin of Hershey's chocolate and home to some of the most beautiful landscaping in the country. However, more than 18,000 households left Pennsylvania in the past year. The outbound movement from the state is due to the job losses residents had resulting from the pandemic. Also, Pennsylvania's sketchy climate and high cost of living have also made people leave the state. Residents are moving to places with warmer weather, low cost of living, and better job opportunities. The Pennsylvania Independent Fiscal Office forecast in 2021 showed that due to outbound migration and aging population, Pennsylvania will lose about 250,000 working-age residents by 2025. The outbound movement and aging population is alarming as more than 67% of individuals who have left the state were between 18 and 64 years. A study also showed that Pennsylvania lost $1.2 billion in income due to domestic population exodus between 2019 and 2020 alone. 3. Illinois. Illinois has experienced one of the highest outbound movements in recent times as thousands of people leave the state every year. More than 29,000 households left the state for other states last year. Between the last two censuses, over 140,000 residents left the state. Research has shown that this movement is due to the employment and housing crisis, high tax rates, weather, high crime rates, and traffic levels. About 30% of the residents that left last year went because of job opportunities, 30% left due to general lifestyle change, and 25% left for retirement. Trends of remote jobs is the major reason for movement out of Illinois as job seekers are looking for better pay and more access to family. 2. New York. New York is known for its towering skyscrapers, landmarks, shopping malls, famous district, and bustling energy. Yet it has experienced consistent outbound movement in previous years. Last year alone, more than 25,000 people left the state. Since the pandemic, about 5.3% of New York City's population left the state. The high cost of living, poor schools, high crime rate, high cost of housing, and ever-increasing tax rates are some of the reasons for people's departure from New York. Also, residents who also wanted a quieter lifestyle, remote jobs, and closeness to extended family members moved out of the state. Research has shown that if the current trend of movement continues, a huge percentage of New York residents will leave the state to other states. 1. California. California is known for its robust tech industry, entertainment industry, and warm climate. Yet, more than 101,000 people moved out of the state last year. Also, California's population has declined by more than 500,000 people in the past 2 years. The heightened outbound movement is due to the pandemic, the fear of wildfires that have ravaged the state in the past, high cost of living, high tax rates, and cost of housing. The change in the work environment has also increased the number of people working remotely. It has made many people move out of the state since they don't have to go to any physical office to earn a living. Studies show that many of the residents who left California relocated to Texas. Have you ever lived or do you currently live in any of these states? Do you also plan to move out of your state? What do you think is reason for the high rate of movement out of these states? Share your thoughts here. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell.